What's going on, everyone? Max Infamy here, back with some more Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 open beta gameplay. Very early in the beta where the servers were actually working and we just wanted to fool around and test out characters and overall just play the game and enjoy it. Instead of getting too competitive, just test things out to get a feel for it. But I'm here with a discussion for you guys, a couple of things, a couple of developments that are on my mind and I wanted to talk about. Now, in order to get into that, first I gotta say, even though the beta was very buggy, and PSN happened to be going through a shitstorm at the time, thanks COD. When it worked, I pretty much really enjoyed the beta. I enjoy the game. I'm looking forward to the full thing. I'm going competitive with this one. I'm probably going to try to main a couple of characters that I'll talk about later on, but the first couple of things is the bugs. You know, Saiyans dropping combos. Apparently there's a bug where humans just randomly turn around during the combo. I've seen it a few times. Who knows if that's actually just the player fucking up or not. But like a move like that right there that I want to talk about is 4 times kamehameha. Well, that was just regular Kaioken kamehameha. But later on in the beta, during the extended gameplay, I got 4 times kamehameha. And I seen this little debate develop on Twitter from a couple of people that I follow that are saying that 4 times Kaioken kamehameha is a little broken. Now immediately I said, well, not necessarily. I mean, I avoid it. And then there was a whole big back and forth and things, and I had to sit and think about it. I've avoided the attack, and it's a highly punishable attack if you do not get comboed into it. Because, you know, the player staggers for a little bit, you could go in, stamina break, and just unleash hell with a badass combo or something like that. Or just throw your ultra right back because you're sitting there for a minute after that 4 times Kaioken Kamehameha, especially if you go all in. And I feel like if you pick an attack like that, there's no need to not go all in. You might as well just do something else, you know? But overall, there were just a lot of excuses about that attack hitting people, and majority of them were just complaining because they just got rocked by the attack. It does a significant amount of damage, but just to say that, there were at least 2 videos. I only remember one, but I seen 2 valid videos where it displayed where it was like, maybe that attack should be tweaked. Maybe it's not 100% where we need it to be. And in the video, there was a guy, I think it was Vegeta versus somebody else. Vegeta versus Goku, obviously, right? Now, Goku is the one with the 4 times Kamehameha attack. And all this guy did was use, I think, Solar Flare, dashed right behind the opponent, used it, and drained almost half his health bar. Vegeta goes in for another attack. He starts doing the combos, fighting back. Another Solar Flare comes out. And the 4 times Kamehameha actually fires again, destroys him. Now, in a situation like that, you're kind of like, what the fuck? I mean, that's the closest thing that we've had to spamming thus far, you know, compared to back when Super Saiyan gave you unlimited ki and you could just throw out ultimate attacks and things like that. And though I like the move needs to be tweaked slightly. Like, it's not shattered and broken and remove the game, don't buy the game, pre-order canceled, and all that other complaining and shit. I mean, it just needs to be tweaked a little because situations like that can arise. Or, you know, tweak, maybe Solar Flare should be an escape move rather than something like that. But Solar Flare doesn't seem to really be the issue. It might end up being abused, but as for right now, we're talking 4 times Kaioken Kamehameha. So what can we do to avoid things like that? Obviously, there's things that you can use with strategy, escape moves, things like that. But other than that, let's say you don't have those equipped. Is it kind of like a, well, you're shit out of luck? Or is there something we can do? Maybe 4 times Kaioken Kamehameha should require a little more ki, or do slightly less damage when you go all in? I'm not necessarily sure because there's a big drawback to that attack. If you miss it, you're wide open, and I mean wide the fuck open, and you're almost guaranteed to get your stamina broke. If your opponent's smart enough to rush in right as you miss and just break your stamina right there, they're gonna go to town on you, you know? There's drawbacks to that attack. That attack is risky, but when it comes to doing something like an easy Solar Flare and you could drain half the health bar, it gets to the point where it's like, that's not necessarily fair and gonna clearly get abused. Not something that I would do because that's bullshit. I'm playing a fighting game. I want to fight, okay? I don't want to find the easiest, cheapest way to win. I want to go toe-to-toe with my opponent and see if I can best you. If I have to, resort to cheap tactics where it's like, I just hold you still and spam in a move, that's corny. So My only resolution to that is maybe the damage should be tweaked, not nerfed to the point where it's utterly useless. It should still be an ultimate attack. I mean, regardless if it was 4 times Kaioken Kamehameha, or if it was, Death Beam or Sonic Blast, whatever the hell Ultra it may have been, you would have still been set up for it. I'm not co-signing the guys that are, oh, you can combo into the attack. Well, that's the point of a fighting game, especially with Ultras. You don't want to just be able to throw an Ultra out in the fucking open and just get hit by it unless your opponent is, not expecting it or necessarily not a good player. You want to combo into the attack, and you want your Ultras to be of value. They're a big risk, so therefore the only way, well, not the only way, but one of the best ways to get into it is to combo into your opponent, so that way there's a higher chance of it hitting. And then when it does hit, your opponent should be devastated, not necessarily half health drained. That's a little too far, but your opponent should be still devastated because that is your ultra attack, your ultimate attack. I'm not trying to scream broken just because, oh, somebody comboed me into it and I died. Well, yeah, that kind of happens. You got to play smart. You took the L. See if there's a way that you can avoid it instead of saying nerf this attack, because like I just said, that could have been a super Kamehameha. You get comboed into that and somebody hits you with it, you're getting fucked. Okay? You're not making love to you. You're getting fucked. And if I didn't make it clear earlier, I should take note. I've never been fucked by a 4 times Kaioken Kamehameha. I have consistently dodged those. And the only reason why I even use it is not because of the damage output. I use Kaioken Kamehameha regularly. It's just because there's a significance for me to use Kaioken while going Super Saiyan, because that's what Goku did in the Other World Tournament versus Pikkon. So it's kind of like mentally, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going Super Kaioken. I got to take these niche forms with me. I can't go Restricted Saiyan or Restrained Saiyan. Broly fans, you know what I'm talking about. So I use that. I just thought I should throw that out there while I'm making this point. And I also throw that out there to say that just because it hasn't affected me does not mean there's no way that there's no abuse to it, or maybe there's no way that it needs to be fixed or slightly tweaked. I don't think it needs to be fixed. It's not like a shattered move where it's just like devastated. There's just certain setups where it's kind of like if somebody does that, they can just be cheap and spam you with it and you're fucked. So it needs to be tweaked a little bit, and as well as certain people, like there's certain ways that you can avoid it. If you get comboed into attack, I'm repeating myself. Okay, you got comboed. You have stamina, you have escape moves, you have, dashing, teleporting, ways that you can get out of certain things. You don't want to take the time to learn that. Well, then take the time to get fucked, obviously, but there are still things that need to be tweaked. And once again, I've never played the full game. Who knows if the damage output is the same in the full game, but let's just say hypothetically that that's what we're going to get. Maybe the damage output should be tweaked slightly, but at the same time, it's 4 times Kaioken Kamehameha. I don't know. Maybe more ki. Those are my only 2 options, because you're not going to say, oh, turn off Solar Flare. Maybe if you're playing with a couple of your friends or some respectable people, you won't have to expect things like that. We all have this certain group where we're like, man, this guy's a good fighter. He's a solid fighter. He whooped my ass, I whooped his ass, but it was a straight up fight, not really cheating or using quote unquote cheap tactics. Befriend that guy, hit him up like, hey, you want to get these matches in, train, rank matches. You want to try to get better at this. At least I am, because I'm all in this Xenoverse shit, okay? I'm going to the Xenoversity. I'm trying to learn. I'm not at the best stage right now, but I plan to be. I plan to improve. I'm not going to bitch about things. I mean, yeah, it needs to be tweaked. And once again, when the full game comes out, I'm sure we'll find a problem that's a little more relevant and a little more, yeah, you need to fix this shit than 4 times Kamehameha, Kaioken, whatever, because there's no way a game can come out and be perfect. I mean, you could take, what would you consider probably the best game studio right now? Let's say Naughty Dog. I'm sure a majority of people can say, yeah, Naughty Dog puts out that work, dog. So, okay, you take Naughty Dog. They're still releasing patches for their games. That's called post-game support. You want things to be optimized. And I want people to remember, we run this industry, all right? Gamers run the gaming industry. Yeah, we're making other people rich. We're playing things. We're the gamers. We're the consumer. But if we do not consume, then they cannot produce shit. Hence, they're not getting money. So they will listen to us. If we have legitimate concerns and complaints about a game, we should voice them in, a proper manner, so to speak. You don't want to sit there, you guys are fucking everything up. I'm burning my shit tonight. You just sound like a baby, okay? If something is broke, We need to find some sort of channel to relate these things, and especially with the Dragon Ball Z game. You think they're not gonna listen? Fuck yeah, because we're the community. We're the ones that allow them to do what they, want to do. We're the reason why these games come out. So yeah, I'll support the game. I'm not gonna turn a blind eye to things. No, I want to give them constructive criticism, so to speak. Like, okay, this 4 times Kaioken needs to be looked at. Do not render it useless like majority of nerfs do. Just tweak it a little bit, okay? Okay? I'm buying the season pass, Here's my money. I entrust you with this game, all right? Just saying, we don't want to sound like entitled assholes or just, come off like, oh, this guy's just complaining because he got his ass kicked. We want to sound legit about legit issues, and we'll get the games that we want. And I have spent an incredible amount of time talking about this, but I guess I'll just make another video for the other topics. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you gotten fucked by the 4X KO? I keep saying that. Have you gotten destroyed by that attack that wasn't fair? Let me know in the comments below. Let's get a discussion going. Let's build this community. Remember to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more videos on Xenoverse 2.